Today, in this video, we are going to talk about how to lose 10 kilograms weight at home within 3 months. And not just lose weight, but lose it in a healthy way so that you don't put it back on. We all know that 10 kgs is quite a bit of weight, and if you are able to lose it within 3 months, it means that you are losing roughly 3 kgs per month. That means you will be losing 1 kg in 3 weeks. So we are going to talk about how you can lose 1 kilogram in 3 weeks. Now, 1 kilogram in 3 weeks is a very realistic and achievable goal. For that, you need to burn 7,500 calories per day extra. Now, there are different ways to do it. You can either reduce your calorie intake or increase your calories out. It is always better to do both together. Let me first tell you how to reduce your calorie intake, and then I'll tell you how to increase your calorie output. First of all, understand that you have to cut down on carbohydrates. Now, here comes the common question. Should I cut down on carbs completely? The answer is no. You just have to be mindful of the type of carb that you are eating. As for the recommendation by Harvard University, you should consume complex carbohydrates rather than simple carbohydrates. If you are confused what these terms mean, let me explain it to you. Simple carbohydrates are basically carbs that are made up of one sugar unit. These are usually the white rice, the wheat, the breads, the polished cereals, and so on. On the other hand, complex carbohydrates are made up of more than one sugar unit. They are also known as polysaccharides. Examples of these are oats, whole wheat, rye, barley, etc. So instead of eating white rice, try to switch to brown rice. Instead of polished wheat, try to eat whole wheat. When you do this, you would automatically reduce your calorie intake without even realizing it, because complex carbohydrates are usually higher in fiber. Due to the presence of fiber, they keep you fuller for longer. Also, unlike simple carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates do not cause sudden spikes in your blood sugar levels. This helps you prevent fat accumulation. So whenever you eat complex carbohydrates, your body has enough time to use the carbs for energy. Another thing you can do is try to avoid having carbs after your dinner. Try to restrict your carb intake only to your lunch and breakfast. I would highly recommend that you make your breakfast really filling so that you don't feel hungry till lunchtime. Also, reduce your portion sizes. Be mindful when you are taking your food on your plate. Remember that you don't have to finish everything on your plate. In fact, if you finish everything on your plate, you might feel uncomfortably full. Another thing that I would recommend is to avoid deep-fried food, and especially before bedtime. Avoid having chips, cookies, French fries, potato chips, etc. Apart from this, you should also cut down on sugary drinks. Usually, people don't realize how much sugar they are consuming through the drinks that they are having. Sugar, as we all know, is a major cause of weight gain. So try to avoid cold drinks, fruit juices, soda, aerated drinks, tea, coffee, etc. But remember, if you are drinking tea or coffee, do not add sugar to it. And if you are consuming fruits, try to consume them in their natural form. Do not drink juice, because when you drink juice, you are not getting the fiber that is present in the fruit, so you will not feel full. Next, let us discuss how you can increase your calorie out. Now, there are 2 things you can do. One is to start exercising, and the second thing is to stay active throughout the day. Both of these things are really important. Let us first discuss exercise. If you want to lose weight, you have to start exercising. This should include a combination of cardio and strength training exercises. Cardio exercises are those exercises which increase your heart rate, and they help you burn calories. Some examples are jogging, running, cycling, rope skipping, swimming, etc. Now, among all of these exercises, the best one is jogging because jogging burns roughly 9 calories per minute. So if you jog for an hour, you will be burning roughly 540 calories. Strength training exercises are those exercises which build your muscle mass. Some examples of strength training exercises are push-ups, sit-ups, squats, lunges, pull-ups, etc. It is recommended that you do strength training exercises twice a week. And for cardio exercises, it is recommended that you do it every day. Just try to find out what you enjoy doing the most, whether it is swimming, dancing, cycling, etc. Just find out what you enjoy the most and do that every day. Now, apart from exercising, you should also stay active during the rest of the day. Let me tell you some tips that will help you stay active throughout the day. First of all, get up from your seat at least once in an hour. If you are sitting on a chair for too long, your metabolism slows down. So try to get up at least once in an hour. Next, park your car far away from the entrance of your workplace. If you park your car far away, you will be walking. Apart from this, take the stairs instead of the elevator. Do not take the easy way out. If you are going somewhere nearby, walk instead of taking your bike or scooter. These small things will make a huge difference over a period of time. You should also consider measuring your waist zone, hip zone, and thigh zone. Why do I say this? Because when you measure your waist zone, your hip zone, and your thigh zone, you become more aware of your body and you become more mindful of what you are eating. Apart from this, there is a very high probability that your weight might get distributed on your hips and thighs. If that happens, you might look chubby. So it is always better to measure your waist zone, hip zone, and thigh zone. Another tip that I would like to share with you is that you should have a protein intake of at least 30 grams per day. Protein is really important because it helps you maintain muscle mass. If you want to lose weight, you have to lose it in a healthy way. And in order to lose weight in a healthy way, you have to maintain your muscle mass. If you don't maintain your muscle mass, you will lose muscle along with fat, and that is not healthy. So try to have a protein intake of at least 30 grams per day. Some good sources of protein are chicken, fish, lentils, pulses, legumes, Greek yogurt, etc. Next, you should also start consuming foods which are high in fiber. Fiber is really important because it keeps you fuller for longer and it prevents fat accumulation. Some great sources of fiber are chia seeds, flax seeds, oats, whole wheat, rye, barley, etc. Next, another thing that you can do is that you can drink water before your meals. This will keep you hydrated and it will also fill your stomach. Due to this, you will not feel as hungry and you will end up consuming less calories. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they start their weight loss journey with the new year. Or they say that from Monday I will start my workout. Please do not make that mistake. The day is not important. What is important is that you start today. Even if you are not able to follow the plan 100%, even if you make mistakes, do not worry. Just learn from those mistakes and move on. Just try to focus on what you are doing and just try to improve day by day. Focus on consistency. Consistency is the key. I hope this video helps you. If you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments section below. Take care. Bye-bye.